Hi, I'm Adam Jahns from the Chicago Sun-Times, and I'm joined here at Hallis Hall by colleague Patrick Finley. Pat, the first day of OTAs has come and gone here, and let's talk about Shea McClellin because he is the big offseason story here with his move from defensive end to linebacker. You saw him out there today. He had number 50, not number 99 on. What'd you make of him?
Well, he didn't look like the original number 50, but, he looked like a linebacker, and that's progress. I mean, Shea talked today about how, he had a feeling that they were going to ask him to change and that he wasn't too upset when they did. He said they wanted him around 245, 250 pounds. And, I think that's a good goal. I mean, he ran with the first team as the strong side linebacker. He's going to fight John Bostic for that role. And, if seeing him in person and in the flesh is any indication, he's at least prepared himself to challenge for that.
He also handled the calls with the second team defense as the middle linebacker. So a lot of responsibilities coming his way. You're right. He looks slimmer. He looks like a completely different player out there. He looks fit. What stood out to me about what he said about the position change is that this is where he believes he should be. Right. This is where he belongs at linebacker. He called it a very natural change for him.
Yeah, and, I even asked him, I said, was it hard? Did you think of yourself as a linebacker when they moved you to D-end? And he said, more or less, well, you're always going to do what the team asks. So that wasn't exactly a ringing endorsement of his time at defensive end. But, he said, let's face it, I didn't have a very good couple of years there. He knows it, and I think he's using it as motivation for the position switch.
And finally, the big story really of the entire OTAs is the implementation of Mel Tucker's new defense. And we saw maybe one wrinkle today with Tim Jennings moving to nickel with rookie Kyle Fuller playing cornerback. What did you make of the switch?
Well, I think it's interesting because, the Bears have spent the last couple of weeks telling us that Kyle Fuller was going to play nickel. And now it looks like he's not. Tim Jennings is going to stay on the field as much as he would have before. It's just that when they use three corners, Jennings is going to come inside and play nickel. Jennings is physical. Jennings, can play that run pass, option when he identifies it. I think it's a good fit for him, but, you have to wonder. He signed a big extension with the Bears earlier this year. I mean, and he was a Pro Bowler. Nickelback doesn't get quite the attention that the left cornerback position does. And you wonder if you're Jennings, they told him about it last week. He seemed to say the right things today, but you wonder if he's too excited about it.
Well, one thing he did seem to say is that he knows Kyle Fuller, as the 14th overall pick, has to play. The Bears wouldn't have selected him there if he wasn't going to see the field. And that said, this is an experimentation phase. This is OTAs. This is May. There's still plenty of offseason to get through. And the Bears' defense, the entire thing is up for grabs here. Mel Tucker is changing a lot of things here.
Well, and it's early. I mean, let's not forget the Bears coaches have already developed what they'd like to run. But, if Jennings is going to play nickel, let's wait and see that happen. I mean, this is day one, and as we all know, a lot of things change, be it because of injuries or personnel switches or whatever, between now and when they finally kick the football off in, 100 days or so.
That's right. Football season is coming fast here. For the Sun-Times, I'm Adam Jahns. He's Patrick Finley. Stay with suntimes.com for all our Bears coverage.